Hey, what's up? It's Mr. Lopez on the Struggle Bus. I see it's you again. Well, go ahead and get on. Let's take a look at this problem. Alright, let's start by reading it. A gardener plants flowers in her garden. 74 and 1500ths of the flowers are roses. What expanded notation is equivalent? Alright, looks pretty easy to me. Alright, I know it looks kind of complicated because you got all these hundreds and zeros here and your eyes kind of go everywhere. But let's just think about what it's saying. What expanded notation is equivalent? So basically here they're just asking us for place value. So they just want to know that we understand place value. So let's make some place value boxes here just to use as an example here. Not coming out looking too good, but we'll keep using them. Alright, let's see. There's my decimal. Here are my place values to the right of the decimal. Alright. Alright, so I know you guys know these from first grade. We have our ones, our tens, and our hundreds right there. And over here, what we learned this year was our tenths, and our hundreds. Alright, that's all they want. They just want to know that we know these place values. And the number that they give us here, we're going to go ahead and circle that because that's what we do. Circle numbers. 74 and 1500ths. 74 and 1500ths. I'm just going to go ahead and circle all that. Let's see, read it again. A gardener plants flowers in her garden. 74 and 1500ths are flowers or roses. What expanded notation is equivalent? Alright, so we know we're going to need a 74. 74. Here is our decimal. The and is a decimal. When you hear the and or see and, usually they'll tell you that that's where our decimal goes. And here we have 15. And we have two place values here, so it's 1500ths. 1500ths. Alright, let's see if we can find that down here in expanded notation. Alright. For these, I kind of just, probably just easier just to make the place value boxes and see how they fit. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, 7 times 1 is 7. That's 7. 4 times 1 is 4. That's just 4. 1 times 1 is 1. And 5 times 1 is 5. And if you look here, we're adding all these numbers together. Alright, so let's see. Let's see, that makes a 5, and this 5 makes 10 if we have these numbers here, so it'll be 17. We'll end up with this. 17 and just the number 17. Alright, definitely not our 74 and 1500ths. So I know immediately that that is not going to be my answer, so I'm going to scratch that out. Alright, take a look at this one. Let me go ahead and make my place value boxes. That is always a really good tool to use. That way, if you're still confused by it, you can just kind of look down here and go where those numbers go. Alright, let's see. Here is 7 times 10. That makes us 70. Here's a 4 times 1. That makes 4. And here is 1 times 1/10. That makes a digit. Let's see, put a 0 there. 1/10. Here we have 5 times 100. So let's see, 0, decimal, 0. that 0 right there. And we'll put our 5 here. That makes 5 hundredths. Alright, let's add this up together. I guess I'll start with the ones that are not decimals. I have a 70 and a 4 here. That'll make a 74. Alright, take care of my decimals here. This one is in the tenths. That's right here. See, tenths. And this 5 is in my hundredths. So I'm going to put my 5 right there. And yeah, that's it. That's our answer. Look at that. 74 and 1500ths. 1500ths. So yeah, that's the answer. I know that's the answer. And just out of curiosity, let's go ahead and take a look at these other ones and see what kind of numbers they make. Alright, 7 times 100 is 700. 4 times 10 is 40. And this is 1 times 100, so 0.01. And plus 5 tenths. It looks like that will make 5 tenths there. Oops. 5 tenths. Alright. So, well, that one's going to have hundreds on it. So, here's my ones, tens, and hundreds. My decimal. Here is my tenths, and here's my hundreds. Alright, 700 plus 40 makes 740. Alright, 740. That kind of looks crazy there, but let's take a look. Alright, our 5 is in the tenths, so the 5 goes here, and our 1 here goes in the hundreds. See that? Alright, that's 740 and 51 hundredths, which is not what the number was in our problem here. So yeah, that wouldn't have been the answer. Alright, and let's take a look at this one here. 77 times 10 is 70, sorry. 4 times 100 is 400. There we go. 1 times 1/10 is 1/10. So, let's see. 1/10 like that. And then 5 times 100 is 500ths. Put it like that. Here we go. Alright. We got 70 plus 400. That makes, I put my boxes. I know it's kind of tedious to do these, but just make sure you get the right answer, you know. And it's always good just to take your time. Alright, so 470. That's our whole number. 400. Oops. Let me go back. See if I can go back and make a mistake. There we go. Alright, so 470. And we got 1/10. Alright, 470 and 1500ths. Alright, definitely not the number we had up there, so we did make the correct choice by choosing B. Alright, I think that will wrap it up. Like I said, not too... It looks pretty complicated, but honestly, it's just checking to make sure that you know your place value. Alright, that's it. And I will see you next time when I give you a quiz. Bye.